Finally, the matchup we all been waiting for. And now we finally get it. Opening night. It seemed like it took a long time for the season to get here. The season is here now. The season is in flux now. We are here. It seemed like it took forever and a day. Because I've just been so hungry for some NBA, TV, NBA basketball, NBA TV, all that. I love football. I love, watching football and other sports and things like that. But NBA is always going to be my number one. And that's just the way it is. Now, the Lakers versus the Clippers, the preview. There's a lot being said about this matchup. Of course, opening night for the Clippers and Lakers against one another. And I was also, just reading, a few reports. I also read that Anthony Davis is really focused on this matchup. Matter of fact, Anthony Davis says in his, in the report that I was reading, that he was focused on the first two games, especially, this season in particular, because the first two games, requires them to play two contenders for a championship, two championship contender teams. And, the one of the championship contender teams that he is speaking on, of course, is the Clippers. So we're not even going to really get into the other one, but, the Clippers is the main one. That's the first game they have. And, of course, the other one would be the Warriors, but, Anthony Davis also speaks on ruining somebody's ring night and all that stuff. So, it definitely is, something that we want to see. We want to see the Lakers play against the best competition so we can see where they are. But at the same time, the match that everybody's really focused on is the Lakers and Clippers, of course. And I think that's going to be an awfully tough match for the Lakers. I think even with the Clippers, kind of like ailing a little bit, or maybe not ailing, but they're really trying to find their footing, again, or something like that, because they've been, out of rhythm, in regards to
not having their best player, pretty much for like a whole season, and then they only had Paul George for half a season. So when you look at that, it's kind of like, the Clippers are getting their footing back in regards to their two superstars. But at the same time, they also added John Wall to the team. And, it could definitely, it could definitely be a runaway type game if they play the Lakers, because the Clippers, they can start out slow, but they have enough offense to, when they get into a rhythm, they can end the game by beating you by 15 or 20 points. They have the type of offense to do that. And this is why I say, even though this is the matchup we all been waiting for, opening night of the season of the Clippers going against the Lakers, that's always good. Opening night for the Clippers technically, because the Lakers, played, last night and everything. But even still, the point of it is, when they play the Lakers are going to give everything they got in the beginning. And I already know that, because they want to punch first. But it's not about who punches first all the time. It's about who makes the last punch and the knockout blow. And I think the Clippers will be able to make a knockout blow on the Lakers in the game that they're about to play. And opening night for the Clippers. And I just think that the Clippers are going to be too much for the Lakers as the game goes on. In the beginning, the energy will be high. Everything will be going well for the Lakers, I think. But eventually, the Clippers will just, boggle down in the matchup. And I think they'll find areas where they can exploit and get better offensive possessions than the Lakers will. And on top of that, if, hypothetically, if John Wall and everybody comes out there, just lit, just ready to, go out there and blast off and just light the place up, you know what I'm saying? Like him, Kawhi, and PG, if they come out there offensively and put pressure on the Lakers, then that's going to make the Lakers kind of, back up and see what they need to do to make some adjustments. And then the thing with the Lakers, you got an old LeBron James and you got an Anthony Davis that you can't trust health-wise. And then Russell Westbrook doesn't fit with the team in regards to how he plays and, coming off the bench now and all this other stuff they're talking about. If the Lakers are down 10, 15, 20 points in a game, I don't see them coming back because they don't have the type of chemistry or camaraderie with one another to, come back in a game and complete it. I think they could. I'll take that back. I think they can come back in the game. They're down 15, 20 points, but I don't think they have enough to complete the victory and come back and win because I don't think, like I said, their chemistry is good enough for that. So, with that being said, even still, I still think the Lakers will put up a good fight in this game. I personally just think that, the Clippers will, basically take the game. I think Kawhi is going to have a really, a really good game. I don't know how many minutes he's going to play, but however many minutes they do have him play, whether they're precautious with him or not, he's still going to have an impact out there, of course, and he's still going to do his thing while he's out there. So will PG. And, of course, when John Wall gets out there, I think he'll have a say-so in the game as well. But if I had to, pick a final score, on the game or anything like that, my final score is I'm going with 108, 92. That's what I'm going with, 108, 92. I think the Clippers, I think there's going to be too much for them overall. When the Clippers backup lineup comes in, when the guys off the bench come in, and when the Lakers guys off the bench come in, that's going to be the difference in the game right there. The Lakers bench is not as good as the Clippers bench. And like I said, you never know. Anybody can win or lose any night. It's just one game. We do understand that. But at the same time, I just think that the Clippers in this one game will be more, amped up, ready to go, and ready to, try to make an example out of the Lakers. But I mean, of course, we have to see how the game goes. But I gave you my score, 108-92. I'm going with the Clippers in this one. I think, just the Lakers coming off of a game like that against the Warriors, and then another back-to-back night, playing against a great team, like the Clippers too. You're playing against two of the top, contending teams for a championship back-to-back nights in the opening part of your season. So I mean, that can, some of that can overwhelm the Lakers a little bit, but there again, like I said, LeBron been in these situations before, and so is, rest of his teammates. So, I mean, the schedule is, but it's going to be tough, coming off, going from the Warriors, going straight to the Clippers. I mean, that's just a tough two matchups for the for the Lakers. I mean, I think, their season is definitely going to be an interesting one if their schedule is starting off this strong. But either way, like I said, I want to see a great game. I can't wait to see it, and we'll see what happens from there, and we'll see exactly how it all pans out, and who gets the victory and everything. We'll definitely chime in and talk about it more as well. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check out my other videos if you haven't. And hey, Khaliis out.